Whenever you're ready.
Our opponents believe that refunding Planned Parenthood in Texas would be a positive change in the status quo. However, we, the negative, disagree. Contention 1, defunding Planned Parenthood is not decreasing abortion rates in Texas. This may be true. However, even if we stopped funding Planned Parenthood, Planned Parenthood would be okay. Subpoint A, Planned Parenthood as a nonprofit organization, according to Tremor.com, last updated October 2015. The pro-choice community who oppose Planned Parenthood as a nonprofit organization that receives government funding, spending their tax money towards it. These people are skeptical of this nonprofit's need for government funding when it receives large private donations and the fact that there are other women healthcare providers. For example, Mark Zuckerberg donated $992 million to Planned Parenthood in 2013. This quote proves that despite our opponents' concern with defunding Planned Parenthood, Planned Parenthood is a nonprofit organization and has many people with power and money willing to donate to it that morally support the cause. It doesn't need our taxpayers' money. However, it isn't like nobody isn't donating, so even without our money, it would be okay. So why is it government funded if it's a nonprofit organization? Subpoint B. This brings us to Emma and I's second claim where we said that abortion rates were low anyways, and our opponents refuted it by saying they're actually rising 3.1%. However, just because they're rising 3.1% doesn't mean that they're high at all. In fact, like Emma said, abortion rates are lower than they have been in the last 44 years. This study that our opponents took was last conducted in 2010, which was 7 years ago. Contention 2, defunding Planned Parenthood could cause harm in some states. This brings us to our opponents' second claim where they say we misunderstood their claim as to the effects that defunding Planned Parenthood could have on women. We stand by our statement in that defunding Planned Parenthood in some states can cause harm, but just because there are back alley abortions in some states does not by any means mean there will be negative effects in others. There's no evidence to support such a direct link in defunding Planned Parenthood to an increase in back alley abortions. Subpoint B, our second point is that not many unsafe abortions really occur here, much less in Texas alone. According to the World Health website, last updated on September 2017, more than half of all estimated unsafe abortions globally are in Asia. This statement proves that, yes, there are back alley abortions that do take place, but when we take a look on the global spectrum, there's such a small amount in the United States, much less in Texas alone. Subpoint C, our opponent had a quote and example used from Utah. However, we're looking at Texas, not Utah, so it's irrelevant to our study. Contention 3, we need Planned Parenthood to reduce abortion and provide reproductive health care. Subpoint A, Pittsburgh. This study was conducted in Pittsburgh, not in Texas. Like Emma said, so we can also not refer to this. Subpoint B, contraception lets couples down. They say we need contraception and Planned Parenthood, so we'll reduce abortion. However, according to Abby Johnson, former Planned Parenthood director, on March 11th of 2015, contraception lets couples down. A recent survey of more than 2,000 women requesting abortions at a clinic by Bypass, Britain's largest national abortion provider, found that almost 60% claim that they have been using contraception at the time they become pregnant. Nearly 20% said that they were on the pill. Such findings comparable to several other smaller studies published during the last decade. It is clear that contraception let couples down. The simple truth is that tens of thousands of women who seek abortion a year are ignorant to contraception. Regardless, they have tried to use it. Indeed, they may have used it and become pregnant regardless. This quote proves that despite the use of birth control or not, many females still do get pregnant, and they make up a majority of the population that do get abortion. It is unfair to say that birth control plays a direct link in lowering abortion rates when more than half of the women getting abortion are the ones that have birth control. Please vote negative. I now stand open for cross-examination.
So Marcella, you get the first minute. Alexa, you should be listening because you got the second minute.
Okay. So in your first argument, you said that Planned Parenthood is a nonprofit and it also receives donations. Do you have anything statistically that says how much is donated each year?
No.
And then do you also have any stats that say how much all of the care and services that Planned Parenthood provides is balanced out by the donations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then in your second argument, you said that not many unsafe abortions are performed in the United States. However, couldn't you say that, sorry, not many unsafe abortions are in Asia? However, couldn't you say that because of the limitations that have been uprising on abortion laws, that it could possibly link to more unsafe abortions?
It could, but also couldn't. I don't
Okay,
know.
pause, tap out, Lexi's ready.
Okay.
Minutes go by fast when you're up there. Here we go, second minute.
Okay, can you read the quote, that said, more than half is unsafe in Asia?
Over half of all estimated unsafe abortions globally were in Asia.
So don't you think that, if it's happening in Asia, it could happen in our country as well?
It could happen in another country too, so.
It could be happening all over the world, don't you agree?
I don't know.
Can you read me the quote, where it says, 2,000 women that abort, are on contraception?
Yeah. 2,000 women requesting abortions at clinics by bypass. Britain's largest abortion provider found that almost 60% claimed they had been using contraception at the time they became pregnant. 20% were on the pill.
So, that's in Britain, so their contraceptions could be different, couldn't they?
They could.
Time. So now it's the